Hey, what's up, guys? What's good? What's going on? Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's get this party started. Jasmy turning around, looking a little green. Market's, it's not great, but I mean, weekly close. We're going to have a look at it in a moment, guys. Jetpack's in the house. What's up, buddy? Peace to the people. Funky, what's going on, buddy? Isaac, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you as always, man. Guys, as always, make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing. And bring some good karma into your life by doing something good for somebody else that doesn't cost you a dime, doesn't cost you a single thing. So check that out. Click that subscribe button. Zen, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Rod, Larry Fink, I'm not selling. Stop your manipulation. Yes, 100%, man. You can't shake me out, Lair Bear. SOH, we hit 800K market cap today. Nice. Congratulations, brother. Are you holding like a decent bag or what? How much are you, like, what percentage-wise, how much are you up, brother? Bought me a pair of boots ready for this upcoming bull run. Nice. Yep, put on your kickers, man. Right, 10.5 million. Nice, my man. Good for you, brother. Good for you. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. Huge. I like it. Oh man. So yeah, Jasmy kind of, looking pretty good. I mean, still respecting this trend line, just ping-ponging along, waiting for that move to the upside, guys. Now, like I said, I told you guys, I really believe that we will see a somewhat green week this week, starting tomorrow, right? And then I think the following week, so like 7 days from tomorrow, that's when I think we're really going to start to make some big moves to the upside. I really do, right? But in the meantime, if we go over to the Bitcoin chart here, in the meantime, I'm thinking we'll see one last shakeout, fake out, make out, right? I think we could see, this is possible. We could just ping pong, but what I think is going to happen here is I think we could see a move back down to 92, fall below 92 into this golden pocket here between 85 and 88. And then I think what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to think that we're coming down to fill the CME gap down here between 78 and 80,000. And they're going to put in a whole crap load of like 100x and 50x shorts. You're going to see a lot of leverage going on. And then what's going to happen? Boom, short squeeze to the upside instead. So we're going to come down like this. This is what I think is going to happen over the next week. We're going to be in here, and then everyone's going to think that we're going to come down here and fill the CME gap. But what's going to happen is short squeeze, and we're going to go to the upside. And all these people are going to get liquidated that are putting in shorts in this area, thinking we're going to fill the CME gap. That's what I think is going to happen. Well, there's a strong possibility that that's what's going to happen. This market is just full of manipulation. So I think that all those shorts are going to get manipulated right out of their bags. They're all going to get liquidated, and then we're heading to the moon. Mr. Johnny, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, man. Love you, Rob. Hey, I love you too, brother. I love you too. Dumb money. It's all good. Waiting on liftoff. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Do you have a good guess on when alt season could start? I'm thinking it starts mid-January. Well, we've looked at this a couple of times now over the last week, but let's look at it again. Okay? Let's look at the total too. All right. Now, we looked at this before. We're just kind of down here. So let's go back to the last bull run again. Again, we did this earlier in the week, but let's do it again. Okay. So when is altcoin season potentially starting? Well, today is the 29th of December, okay, which is right here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see because it's probably pretty small, okay? So it's right here. This is where we are right now, the 29th of December, right here. So things started moving. Things went on their first kind of parabolic move right around that time, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around January 3rd in the last bull run. We saw a move all the way until we saw pretty much straight up. We had about 6 days scattered in there of red. But other than that, this is the altcoin market cap, which is everything except for Bitcoin, okay? We saw the market cap go up on altcoins 192% between January 3rd and February 21st, okay? So we may very well be getting ready to start this in the next, like I said, I just said at the beginning of the stream here, I said, I think that a week from tomorrow, we're really going to start to see the market move. And that's pretty much right here, right in line with the total market cap of the altcoins in the last bull run. It lines up perfectly, right? So the market cap of altcoins went on an amazing run here for what, 2 months, right? Then we saw a 16.69% correction over the course of 6 days, right? So about a week of red, a little bit of a correction after that crazy. So 169% up, 17% correction, right? And then we went on another run from March 1st until March 20th. So another 3 weeks of up. We went up another 28.73%, followed by another correction of minor this time, only about 9%. 9% correction over 4 days. Then we saw from March 26th until April 17th, we saw it go up another 62.83%, followed by another correction of 14.69% between the April 18th and 25th. So a week of red. Then from April 26th until May 14th, another 50.60%. And then we had the summer correction. This is the summer correction where we saw the market correct. And I've been warned, we've been talking about this over on the Patreon that this is coming, right? This will come, guys. We saw a market correction between May 16th and July 20th. So about little over 2 month correction of about 50.36% in the across the entire altcoin market, right? So, and then things started going parabolic again. Look, that's not even the peak, guys. That's not even the peak, right? So then we had another move from the stupid things in my way. We had another move from, damn it. Sorry, guys. No, not others. Sorry. Total 2. So then we had another move right here from July 21st And then we just went on a crazy parabolic run from July 21st until September 6th of another 110% to the upside, right? Followed by another correction over the course of 22 days, a 20.75 correction. And what's funny, guys, is when you have these 20% corrections and stuff, you're going to see people screaming that the bull run is over, right? Because there's a 20% correction. So that's why you need help. You need help to navigate these markets, guys, because you're not going to know your ass from your elbows when this is happening, okay? Then we saw another almost 50% run to the upside before we finally started working our way down into a bear market. So in conclusion to that, around December 29th, which is today, we saw to the peak, so of November 9th, we saw the altcoin market cap run up a total of 798%, right? So that's when altcoin season started, a couple days from now, around January 3rd. Now, again, guys, this is what I have to stress to you guys, especially you guys that are new to crypto, right? If you think for one teeny tiny little second that you're not going to be fooled when this happens in the market, what do you think is going to happen when you see this correction in the market? Everyone you follow on YouTube, for the most part, is going to be telling you the bull run is over. Take your profits, get out of the market. It's over. We're crashing. And then what's going to happen? We still have to do all of this, right? So us over on the Patreon, we have this all mapped out already. We have a plan already in place on how to navigate this and how to maximize the profits that we're going to get. So guys, if you're new and you don't have a plan, you're going to get your butt shredded in this bull run, because every single time we have one of these dips, everyone's going to be telling you the market's over, and you're not going to know. You're going to be like, is it? Oh my God, it's falling. I don't know what to do. Sell, sell, sell. And then you're going to miss out, right? Don't do that to yourself, guys. Don't do that to yourself. Get over to the Patreon. You're going to get wrecked, right? Don't try to navigate this space on your own if it's your first time in the cycle. Not a good idea. H. Barbarina in the house. What's up, man? Mary, how you doing, dear? Good to see you. What will happen with USDT? We're going to have a look at it in a minute, Johnny. Patience, my friend. Crypto David, what's up, man? Time is money. Just another day to DCA before we go past the 6-cent level. In JASMY, we trust. Absolutely, man. January, 100%. Is Gary correct on Gary correction? Disclosure, you come in here and you ask for Gary all the time, man. There's a little tab at the top. If you participate in it, it says goals. I will pull up your altcoin requests. Speaking of that, guys, I have another announcement about the Patreon. So earlier today, I had announced that I'm going to be leaving. We do group video calls over there, okay, where we all get together. We're able to have a group video call. We chat for about 45 minutes. Well, I've expanded that, and I'm going to be opening up the group video calls throughout the day, multiple times for a few hours at a time, where if you have questions, you're sitting at home, you got questions, you can hop on and you can jump into the video chat. There'll be usually there's an average of about 40 people in there, but we have hundreds of people over there. So you'll be able to hop in, talk to everybody, get some answers for whatever you think that if you're looking at altcoins, what should you buy? What should you sell? If you have anything at all. So the window's going to be open for everyone to just jump in and talk to everybody. It's wildly popular right now on the Patreon, so I've expanded it, and on top of that, for Patreon members, what I'm going to do is basically unlimited. If you have altcoin requests, I will be doing short technical analysis, deep dive videos on your altcoin requests which comes with being on the Patreon, right? So all you got to do is ask me over on the Patreon, hey, could you look at this project? And I will make a video for you over on the Patreon for all of your altcoin requests. So it'll be unlimited altcoin requests over there as well. in video format. So trying to boost it up, give you guys more quality over there. So get over there, guys. There's so much going on. You're definitely missing out. GT, last bull run, stimulus money was slushing around. This leverage short longs is going to scare out any who would be buyers. Yeah, but you have to understand too, GT, that one of the reasons, yes, I mean, it was because of C19 was one of the reasons, but every single time we get a new administration, one of the first things they do inside the first 100 days in office is quantitative easing, right? So you will see Trump start printing off money, just like you saw every president that comes in before him. And I think you'll also see him try to pass something into legislation about our executive order about no capital gains tax for American companies. These are things he's going to hone in on in his first 100 days because, you know, Trump is a man of ego for starters. And, you know, every new administration likes to come in, try to make the markets and the economy look as strong and as good as possible in the first 100 days so that they can say, see, look what we did. We fixed things, right? So thanks a lot, my friend. Those charts helped me a lot. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Frank, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Junior, hey, Rob, your opinion on K-Bara from the Kronos ecosystem? Let me look at that. I never heard of that before. Let me see. KB. What's the ticker on that? Is that CAPY? Let me check my DEX tools out, man. KB. Bara. I got nothing, man. Nothing on DEX tools even. What? Oh, you said it's on Crow. That's right. Let me know what the ticker is on it because I can't find anything spelling it out like that. Bara. Okay, let me check that out. Bara. There we go. I got it. I got you, brother. I got you. Got no market cap. Let me see if I can find it on Coin Market Cap. See if I got better. See if I got tokenomics and stuff on over here. All right, so $903 million market cap. Oh yeah, I'm Canadian. I'm in Canadian dollars right now. Sorry. You're probably freaking out like, what? A lot of people do that. $626 million market cap. There we go. Circulating supplies, tokenomics are not. I mean, that's a lot of tokens, though. 100 trillion. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, man. Okay, so it was around in 2018. Oh, it's 2024, November 18th. So it's fairly new. It's kind of hard to get your hands on. All-time high, down 66%. I don't know, man. Normally, I've only ever seen one meme coin do well on Crow, and that was Crow with Knife, right? So I don't know how I would feel about this one, to be honest with you. I probably would steer away from it. It's new, and if you want to put money into it, I wouldn't go crazy. I wouldn't put more than a couple hundred, but I personally probably would just pass on this one, if I'm being honest. They're really trying to bring down crypto, but they aren't having any success. Exactly. Rob, I may be late to the game, but I heard some good info. What do you know? On Blockev V? I don't even know what that is, brother. I don't even know what that is. You heard good news on this. What is this, like in pre-sale or something? There's literally no data on it at all, brother. Zero market cap. I got no idea what this is, man. What'd you hear? God, I hope so, Rob. We need money printer on ASAP. Yeah, they will. Guaranteed they will. They've no administration has failed to turn the money printer on. To do the first thing he's going to want to do is fix the economy or make it look good anyway. Rob, your opinion on EMR? $99 million market cap. Tokenomics suck. It's only about 20% of the supply in circulation. I never liked seeing that. All-time high, it's down 98%. It's only on MEXC. It looks like Jasmy's chart. Just boo, right? Jasmy's got a reason for looking like that, though. Honestly, man, I'm not a fan of this one, if I'm being honest. It's down 98% from its all-time high a year ago. It's only got one or two listings, MEXC and Bitmart. The tokenomics are not good. Not really a fan of this one. I have a small bag of Sui. Should I change it up for a different token? Are you in the red or are you in the green? First of all, that's the first question I would ask. Yo, what's up, Matt? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Dumb money. I just looked on CoinMarketCap just now. 7th, a whiteback. I had recommended that you check out PMP a while back. Not sure if you did, but they're getting ready to release their app, and I think they're going to do no less than a 1000x. What do you think? I don't know. I haven't looked in on it, man. Guys, unless you're a member of the channel or the Patreon, if you have altcoin requests, put them in the tab at the top, and I will look at your altcoins. Junior, hey Rob, how do you feel about pre-sale tokens? You rather wait till they come to an exchange? I very rarely participate in pre-sale because for the same reason I don't participate in airdrops for the most part and stuff like that, right? There's just too much BS out there when it comes to that stuff. But I mean, you can do really, really well on pre-sale for sure. I might participate in pre-sale moving into the next bear market, but this time around, I don't know. I'm not really doing it. I'll probably create like a separate wallet for that kind of thing so that if anything happens, gets hacked or anything like that, it's not really an issue, right? So they did turn on the printer for the stimulus for those that didn't take it in 2020. Auto deposits up to 14 hundo in the green. Well, if you're in the green, then I mean, absolutely not a bad idea, brother. Not a bad idea, right? I actually did some buying today, guys. So, I added a new project to my portfolio, and I let the members of you on the YouTube channel and the Patreon members, I let them know what I was buying today. So yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out if you want to know the new project that I added to my portfolio on this dip. I'm very jacked up about it, very excited. So should be seeing it in the bank soon. Yes, nice. Funky, are you saying that they're already printing money? Is that what you're saying right now? Or are you referring to back in 2020? SN bags are packed, ready for the fireworks. Let's freaking go, baby. What's your opinion on pre-sale? Already read that. All right. Okay, so let's get into some of the news. They're printing money right now. I'm gonna have to look into that, because if they're already printing money, but I mean the new administration's not even in power yet, so that's kind of weird. Rob, what do you think? I should convert some JASMY to Miria and KASPA. Mr. Johnny, I never swing trade my long-term bags, so I wouldn't recommend that personally. No. How do I put this? I don't rob Peter. You're just robbing Peter to pay Paul when you do that. So I personally wouldn't do that. If it was a short-term bag, then yeah, but JASMY's more of a long-term bag for me, so I definitely would not be doing that. I would just use fresh dry powder to stock up on Miria and KASPA. Let's hear some news. Let the man speak. All right, so yeah, let's look across the market. Yeah, DCA guys, DCA is the way today. That's that's all you can really do. But I think, like I said, I think that by Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be telling you guys, I told you should have been DCAing, right? I think things are going to be fairly green. For sure, a week from tomorrow, like I said, the following week, I think we're really going to start to move up again. So keep your eye on that for sure. Let's hear what Coach has to say, shall we? Buckle up and get ready.
It's time to buckle up, get your emotions in check, get your long-term plan in place, and your short-term game plan locked in. This will hit hard, and it will hit really, really fast. And without a game plan, it's going to be a bumpy ride, and you're going to get wrecked. So today is December 29th, 2024, and you're about to experience, in the next few weeks, a parabolic move in cryptocurrency. Now, I'm about to share with you is exactly what I'm doing. Do your own research. Always create your own game plan. I'm just speaking from wisdom. Remember, knowledge without wisdom is destructive. I will only ever speak from my current paradigm of what I'm actually doing. So remember this, write this down. Volatility is the gift. In the long term, you're super, super early if you're putting on a 6-year horizon. There is no get rich quick. In the short term, we're about to go through a parabolic move. These highs will be the new low for the future. But here's the key. Volatility is the gift. Because when regulation comes in and mass adoption with the banks, the volatility will start to smooth itself out. That's where the big parabolic gains will start to slow down. But we still have a good 6-year run ahead of us. So until then, enjoy the journey. Build diversity inside and outside of crypto. Set your family up for financial freedom, and don't be married to one asset class. Be non-emotional and non-tribal. Reserve your emotions for your family and your ecosystem. Take the middle ground. You get caught at the top and come sliding down, ride the wave down and buy more. So I just want to get you mentally and emotionally prepared. It's about to get wild, but you shouldn't. You should take the middle ground. You should stay calm, build a long-term plan. And if you catch some profits on the way up, good for you. Pay off your debts, index some of that money, insure it, create some cash generating assets, and allocate back in the markets when we come collapsing down in 2026. It's all about stoicism. It's all about staying calm. And it's all about realizing that you're already the richest man and woman in the world. You're just remembering who you are, not.
I love it, guys. I love the message, and I agree. Things are about to go pretty crazy, pretty freaking crazy. Top performing tokens on Binance in 2024. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look who's number 5. That would be Mr. Innovation Zone himself, JASMY. How ironic is that? the irony of JASMY being one of the top 5 best performing cryptos on an exchange who considers them a risky asset. You can't make this shit up. That's awesome. That is awesome. Right. Looking at the last cycle, guys, look at this. 38% dip, 38% dip, 33% dip, 38% dip, 36% dip, 29% dip. You're going to get, I showed you guys also yesterday, there was 15 total dips between 11% and 49% between November of 2020 and November of 2021. Okay, so that's the last bull run, the final year of the bull run, the parabolic part. There were 15 corrections ranging from 11% to 49%. And every single time you saw one, people were screaming, bull run's over, everyone's panicking. Don't be like those people. You buy the dips, you have an exit strategy in place, you get your sorry little butt over to the Patreon so we can help you design an exit strategy that's going to work for you, okay? Do not get shaken out. Biden's doing, for people who didn't get their money at the previous stimulus, it is just more to stick to the people. Oh, okay. These highs will be new lows. Sounds fantastic to me. Absolutely, man. GN, JASMY, I think is going to hit 35 cents before May. Hey, that would be epic, man. That would be epic. I would take it. I would take it. More bullish news for RLUSD, guys. It's being adopted. It's going to be everywhere, just like Circle, right? RLUSD is moving to Stellar Network. Don't hate the messenger. Check below. Check it out, guys. XLM holders. This is pretty interesting. Stellar has minted 10 billion RLUSD on the on 7/15/2024. Show on the Stellar Expert site. Think about Stellar smart contracts, tokenization, DeFi, and off-ramp leveraging RLUSD. Ripple stablecoin being minted by Stellar. That's right. That is what adoption looks like, guys. I keep saying it. A lot of Bitcoin liquidities piling up on both sides. Guys, we are going to see some violent moves coming up very soon here. Check it out. Look at all of these shorts. Just like I said at the beginning of this stream, guys, look at this. Right down here, between $90 and about $92,000. Look at this. Look at all of these shorts. The brighter yellow it gets, the more shorts are put in there, right? So now, what did I tell you guys at the beginning of the live stream? I said, what's going to happen? We're going to dip down right here. We're going to come down 92, probably come down inside this box, right? And then everyone's really going to start putting even harder shorts in, right? Because they're going to assume we're coming down to fill the CME gap between 78 and 80,000, right? We might not come quite that far though. We might actually do this. We might only come down to between 92 and 90, right? And then reverse, boom, short squeeze, back up over 100K, and then we're going to start closing daily candles up above 100K, right? That's what I think is going to happen. But here's the downside of that, though, right? Here is the downside of that. Because, hang on. So first, we're going to see longs get liquidated, right? And then, boom, we're going to work our way up. And all this here, this is shorts, right around 100,000. Look how many shorts we have in there. Sorry, I said this was shorts. I meant longs. These are going to get liquidated, and then it's going to push us up even higher. So I think we're going to see a fake out, guys. We're going to see a lot of this leverage get eaten up. The market's going to move in both ways. And then we're going to start closing daily candles back up over 100K. Like I said, my timeline is about a week from tomorrow, not next week that starts tomorrow, but the following week. That to me is where we're really going to start to go on this journey to the upside, guys, right? That's what I think is going to happen. Siga, smash that like button. Absolutely. Let's hope for a green month coming. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's just how I see it coming, guys. I mean, also we have this. Look at this is just one more reason why starting January 3rd, boom, $16 billion being sent back to creditors, retail creditors that got wrecked in the FTX collapse. And guys, this is not being paid back in Bitcoin or Solana or anything like that. It's being paid back in stablecoin, which means we have $16 billion. A large chunk of that is most likely going to pour back into the crypto space. That's going to start getting dumped into Bitcoin and into altcoins, right? And that's going to help fuel that fire. And then you've got Trump's inauguration on the 20th. You've got Gary Gensler's last day on the 20th. You have a lot of catalysts coming, guys, in a very, very short amount of time here, right? So be on the lookout for that. Guys, Base Turbo just got listed over on Bitmart. So bullish news there. Someone asked me about that today. I think it was today. Somebody asked me about that anyway, about Turbo on Base. I think it's going to do well. Matt, great news. Absolutely, man. 100%. Rod, absolutely, man. Jetpack, I wonder which stable coin. Probably, I mean, it's in the state. Well, I can't even say it's in the States because it's global, right? It depends on where you are, probably. I mean, most of it will probably be Tether for now in places that Tether is allowed to still function anyways, right? Frank, that was me. Nice. Yeah, so check this out, guys. So Mr. Gary Gensler, who demands that we give transparency, full transparency, that's his big concern, guys. Every time he testifies in front of Congress, he swears up and down, we need the exchanges and the crypto companies to be fully transparent for our customers. It's for the retail customers. For the love, baby Jeebus, give us transparency. And then what do we have? The SEC has denied a freedom of information request for GameStop's missing FTD data. Classic move when you're trying to keep the market transparent while hiding the scoreboard. So Gary wants transparency for people, just not from himself, right? He wants other companies to expose whether they're being crooked, but Gary doesn't want you to know that he's being crooked, right? Mr. Transparency refuses to be transparent. Pot calling the kettle black. Philip, how are you, man? It's been a little while. How you doing, buddy? Happy belated Christmas. Wish you and your family a fantastic, safe. You too, my friend. You too. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So good old Gare Bear, huh? Good old Gare Bear. Now, getting into some of this Tether news, Mr. White UWU asks, will Binance delist USDT on January 1st or December 30th? Binance customer support actually responded stating, hello, Binance announced its approach to non-MiCA stablecoins in June of 2024, and there will be no changes until further notice. USDT remains supported for custody, deposits, and withdrawals are not affected. Nonetheless, we encourage users to use USDC and EURI, as these are MiCA compliant stablecoins. So Binance is encouraging people to switch over from using USDT to using USDC. So there you go, guys. That's part of the news, but check this out. We have an article about it as well. So EU stablecoin rules hint at political power play with Tether against America. The EU could be playing a dangerous game with Tether, the world's largest stablecoin. It looks less like financial regulation and more like circulated political jabs. Under the new markets in crypto assets, MiCA rules, set to take full effect tomorrow, the EU has made it crystal clear that Tether's $102 billion worth of U.S. treasuries aren't good enough for their taste. Instead, they're demanding that stablecoin issuers back their tokens with at least 60% reserves held in fiat within the EU regulated banks. If that isn't loud and flashy rejection of the American financial dominance, what is? Mika's framework claims to be about safety, security, and trust. Stablecoin issuers need to jump through hoops like obtaining licenses, ensuring reserves match tokens, and complying with consumer protection measures. All fair enough, right? Except this isn't about fair play, it's about control. Well, listen, here's the thing. I don't disagree with them having to jump through hoops like ensuring that reserves match tokens. That's not a problem. I want them to jump through that hoop. I'm not leaving my money in a stablecoin that I don't know 100% that it's backed. Like, what am I, an idiot over here? Like, let's be real. By ignoring Tether's US treasuries as valid collateral, the EU is effectively saying it doesn't trust the backbone of the American financial system. Those treasuries represent some of the most stable assets in the world. But no, the EU wants euros, and it wants them in its banks. It's not hard to see the politics at play here. Tether hasn't been officially labeled non-compliant yet, but with no clear guidance, exchanges like Coinbase are already delisting USDT in anticipation. Binance and Crypto.com are holding out for now, but we all know that the clock is ticking. If Tether can't meet these requirements fast, its removal from European platforms could be devastating for crypto liquidity. By demanding a 60% reserve in EU fiat held within its borders, the bloc is effectively rejecting US debt as a trustworthy backing. This is about moving the balance of power. The EU has been desperate to carve out a bigger slice of the global financial system for years, and stablecoins are their latest target. The implications are massive. If Tether decides the cost of compliance is too high and exits the EU, other stablecoin issuers will likely face the same choice. USDC, for instance, might have gotten ahead of the curve by securing compliance, but it's no secret that similar regulations could follow elsewhere. Without USDT, liquidity fragmentation becomes a real problem. Markets will slow down, fees will rise, the efficiency will take a hit. The irony, the EU's power play would backfire spectacularly. By pushing USDT out, they're also risking their own relevance in the global crypto market. The US, under the crypto-friendly Trump administration, is about to become a haven for innovation, pulling talent and capital away from Europe. If that happens, the EU might have won a battle, but it might have lost the war. So they're shooting themselves in the foot, right? We don't need Tether being an outcast. They do buy BTC as well. Makes you wonder if Trump will get involved in this with the EU basically saying that U.S. treasuries are not trustworthy. Makes you wonder if Trump will get involved, because you know how he's very defensive about that stuff, right? So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays out. That is for sure. All right, what do we got? What else do we have? Expect more normal trading activity and valuation in 2025, says Zacks Investments' Brian Mulberry.
What we should expect in the markets next year as we get set up for the final Friday of 2024. Let's bring in Brian Mulberry, Zacks Investment Management Client Portfolio Manager. Brian, great to have you with us.
Thank you.
So 2025, 8 to 10% kind of year. That's kind of okay.
Normal is what I would say. It feels abnormal since we've had a 2-year run in the S&P up, almost 50%. People kind of get lulled into this false sense of security. Where's my 25% return year over year? All we simply see in 2025 is a restoration to normal. That also brings with it more threat of volatility as well. The one thing we didn't have this year really was a lot of downward volatility. So we expect more normal trading activity, more normal valuations, we see a pretty positive outlook overall. 8 to 10 to the upside is a good number. But what we're expecting is earnings growth of about 14% on the S&P 500. The issue with that is most of that is being driven by the Magnificent Seven. So if we take away the Mag 7 stocks, that earnings growth drops to about 4%. That means that we could see a more volatile market caused by any miss from those 7 names because they account for so much of the earnings growth in 2025. So that's something that we have to pay attention to, something a risk you definitely want to address and manage in your portfolio as you start to put pieces together for the new year.
So you're still forecasting that the markets will be dominated by the Mag 7. So a return of 8 to 10% is actually on the Mag 7 a higher return, and the rest of the S&P 500 still sub that number.
It still seems that way because they really do have the most earnings growth and it's real revenue and they're profitable. What you would be concerned about is if that share price growth was driven by non-profitable companies. That would turn it into more of an asset type of a bubble. The earnings are real, the revenues are real, and they're still dominating the market. What we do expect by the back half of 2025, though, is probably more competition for those Magnificent Seven stocks. We start to see more people invest in themselves. We're hearing a lot about it this morning. AI starts to be monetized by other companies, and that return on investment is going to be important. So that's going to be the race to the back half of 2025 is to see who can monetize AI more going forward.
Will that be an investable theme, though, in 2025? Who is monetizing? Because if you say that Kroger is monetizing, if you tell me that a health company is monetizing, that doesn't tell me that I should be putting money there.
No, exactly. We're talking about real AI, which at the moment we're at the very leading edge of this technology. We certainly acknowledge that. But there's really 2 types of businesses. You have the large language models, all the chat bots. Those are actually creating real revenue for balance sheets through a subscription model, something that you can weigh and measure, not unlike Netflix and things of that nature. So there's real money, a real customer closing the loop. That's monetization in our view. On the other side, you have generative AI. This is self-driving taxis, robo-taxis, things of that nature. A lot of investment there, but we're not quite closing the loop, engaging with enough customers to call it a real business yet. I think investors are going to want to see more progress made along those businesses as well.
Market's going to pick up in 2025, guys. Very, very bullish. Very, very bullish. Now, listen, I have to read this, and then I have some thoughts on this, guys, that you're going to want to hear, okay? This whole Michael Saylor situation and MicroStrategy. So Michael Saylor hints at a new Bitcoin purchase as stock prices surge in 2024. MicroStrategy's founder, Michael Saylor, sparked fresh speculation about the company's next Bitcoin purchase. On December 28th, Saylor posted on X referencing the Saylor Tracker website, which monitors MicroStrategy's Bitcoin transactions. The post, which mentioned disconcerting blue lines, fueled anticipation among market participants about an imminent purchase. So he's going to buy more tomorrow, right? MicroStrategy already purchased 444,262 Bitcoin at a cost of around $41.4 billion. Its most recent purchase was on December 22nd, adding 5,200 BTC at an average price of $106,000. While this was the smallest acquisition since July, the company's intent to continue its buying spree remains evident. Saylor's regular updates on potential acquisitions has become a focal point for the Bitcoin community, often aligning with significant market moves. MicroStrategy recently stated its 21-21 strategy, which includes acquiring $42 billion in the next 3 years by buying equities and corporate bonds. This plan emphasizes the firm's ambitious plan on its Bitcoin strategy, which the firm has transformed from being an enterprise analytics to cryptocurrency investments. In December, the company conducted a special shareholder meeting to increase the total shares of the company from 330 million Class A common stocks to over 10 billion and preferred stocks from 5 million to 1 billion. This would allow MicroStrategy's enormous freedom to issue more shares and maintain additional capital to invest again in Bitcoin. According to the analysts, this approach may help the firm to enhance its ability to achieve sustainable business development despite potential short-term market volatility. MicroStrategy's high BTC buying has placed it at the top of the list of the largest public holders of the cryptocurrency. Nevertheless, such movements have elicited a lot of criticism. Market participants note that Saylor's public announcements of Bitcoin acquisitions often lead to increased volatility. Day traders sometimes short Bitcoin following these announcements, causing temporary price retracements and impacting MicroStrategy's stock performance. Nevertheless, MicroStrategy has grown its stock by over 400% year to date, trading at $360 and getting listed on the NASDAQ 100. While some of these strategies are quite questionable, they demonstrate the company's strong focus on Bitcoin as the key activity driver. Here are my thoughts, guys. I'm very bullish on what MicroStrategy is doing. I love that they're purchasing Bitcoin. They came dangerously close to having their debts called in the last bear market when they were doing this, right? Now, granted, their liquidation price is at like $16,000 for Bitcoin or something like that, right? So they are somewhat safe, but I just can't help but feel like this may provide a phenomenal opportunity in the bear market that if MicroStrategy ends up having no choice but to sell off a bunch of Bitcoin to cover its debts and stuff like that, because they're not going to take profits in the bull run, right? So if this happens, this could create a phenomenal buying opportunity for Bitcoin in the next bear market. Now, my initial price for Bitcoin in the bottom of the next bear market ranges between 45,000 and 60,000 is where I think Bitcoin's going to bottom out. And that's because I don't think Bitcoin's going too much higher than about $150,000, possibly wick up to about 200,000, and then altcoins are going to go nuts. I don't think Bitcoin's going much higher than that in this bull run, right? So that's why my target is somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000. But with MicroStrategy potentially having to sell off a bunch in the bottom of a bear market to cover debts, that could bring price down even lower, which would give us a phenomenal opportunity to scoop up a lot of Bitcoin at rock bottom prices. So this is something, keep it in the back of your mind for the next bear market, guys, right? Because like I said, they came dangerously close to getting called in on their debts in the last bear market. I was around. I've been around a long time. I've seen all this stuff going on. I've been following it all, you guys, right? And a lot of you guys have been with me for a few years now. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It could create quite the opportunity, like I said, in the next bear market for those of us who want to scoop up a lot more, right? So, all right, let's get back over to the charts. All right, what do we got? Jetpack, yes, especially in New York. Tether still asset with swapping, having other pairs and cheaper fees. Holmes, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Tether is supposed to be coming up with another stable coin called yeah, I was actually reading that this morning. I covered that in the live stream this morning. Now, here's my take on this, Jetpack. I talked about it this morning in the live stream. I'll mention it again. So Tether, what they're trying to do, instead of going through the process of proving that you're solvent, getting audited, and going through all these motions, instead of doing all of that, they're deciding to try to take the back door, buy a company that already has regulatory clarity, and having a stable coin in Europe that way, right? Now, for me, that's a red flag, right? Why would you go through so much trouble to acquire another company to avoid getting audited? That's a red flag for me, right? Ali, XCN, Onyx Coin, absolutely, brother, absolutely. So also, guys, for those of you who missed the live stream this morning, Crypto Canvas the guy who has been making the Onyx Coin videos, talking about JP Morgan and stuff like that. Good guy. He is going to be on the channel here. He's going to be a guest on the channel for a collaboration on Thursday. Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Central. We're going to do a collaboration. He'll be over here. We're going to talk Onyx Coin, so make sure you guys are here for that. Liquidity, what's up, man? Good to see you. Disclosure Crypto. This is the second time I've had to tell you in the stream. If you want me to look at your altcoin, you got to participate in the tab at the top, my friend. It says goals. That's where you put your altcoin requests. Insane how easily people get fudded or get easily manipulated and changed from bullish to bearish in seconds, Rob. Love to see it. Yes, absolutely, man. We buy that up, baby. I guess everyone bull run needs these kinds of people too. Oh yeah, if they weren't around, we wouldn't have no exit liquidity, right? Awesome. XCN, let's go. Yeah, absolutely, man. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's the news. That is the news. That's the chat, guys. I'm going to be live over on the Patreon in about 15 minutes. So get over there. Again, guys, I had 2 new announcements for the Patreon. If you missed it, I am opening up the live video group chat. It's going to be open for hours every day. There will be times that I'm personally not there, but there is usually an average of about 40 people in there when we have the live group chat going. So I'm opening that up throughout the day, guys. There will be blocks of window for a few hours so that, listen, if you're sitting at home, you're bored, you have questions about crypto at any given time, you'll be able to hop over to the Patreon, jump into the group video chat, and chat with everybody about whatever your questions are. I'll be there. We have a lot of veterans in the Patreon as well that have been around crypto for a while. They will be there. We have a lot of other beginners. You can ask questions, see if people are going through the same things that you are, guys. So I've opened that up for Patreon members. It's very popular over there. You guys are going to try it out. You're going to love it. It's far better than sitting in a Discord and typing to people and stuff. You can't sense any context in what they're saying. It's like texting someone. You know what I mean? You can't get the tone of what they're saying. But in these group video calls, you can see each other. You can talk to each other. So it's really, really phenomenal. No one else is doing this kind of thing on their Discords or Patreons, guys. It's a window I'm opening up for everybody. So check it out. And also over on the Patreon, I will be doing unlimited altcoin request videos. So whenever you have an altcoin request, you want me to do some TA on it, do a deep dive on it, you send it to me over on the Patreon, and I will upload a video of some TA on your altcoin request coins for you. So 2 new features over to the Patreon, guys. Definitely check it out. We have hundreds of people over there, guys. You don't want to miss it. We'll help you with your exit strategies. You can also book one-on-one coachings, AMAs with me personally. So get over there. I will be live over on the Patreon in about 10-15 minutes. Crypto Trucker Rob, that has to be a bot that keeps asking. Yeah, could be. But all right, guys, the link's in the chat for the Patreon. I will be live in about 10 minutes over there. So I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to hop over, and peace.